right, we are Team 12, or Team AiDL, and we are working in the space of making charting easier for activities of daily living. So if you don't know, an ADL is basically just, there's a set of kind of 10 main activities and skills that people have to do to get through their daily life. You have to be able to get out of bed, do basic grooming tasks, get yourself dressed, be able to feed yourself, all these things. Now, as we age, it becomes harder to do that, and once you are in a skilled nursing facility or care home, you often are not able to do these tasks by yourself. There's CMS regulations that say these facilities have to kind of do charting for this, which is annoying and takes time to like write down every kind of task you did for someone. So we made a tool to make that easier. So here is our record. So we're gonna start with just ambient recording. So if we start recording, we'll say, hello, I'm a nurse. I just went into a room and I'm helping this patient out of bed. They need a little bit of guidance to get out of bed, but ultimately are supporting their own weight. I helped them into the bathroom and they did their grooming tasks. I did have to help them put their shirt on because they couldn't raise their arms above their head, but otherwise they are fine. And you see we have notes popping up here that are automatically generated from the AI. They're gonna be ranked for self-performance and support, which is basically how much can they do by themselves and how many support or people did they need. Oh yeah, so they all come up as we did. So we have a list of few if we scroll down, and we also have notes with the rationale for why it assigned those scores. Now, the nurse might look at this and say, that looks good, and send it to the EMR. So we have a send to Canvas button, and if we go over to our Canvas instance, you can refresh, and you'll see there is a new data import from now, and if we click into it, so this is stored as a questionnaire response object that we made, and it shows for each of the tasks how much assistance they needed. So ideally, just narrating what you're doing is not great, so we wanted to support different modalities. So now my lovely colleagues here are going to demonstrate our video functionality. Oh, yeah. Okay, just refresh it. Okay, there you go.
Okay, Mr. Kevin, I'm going to help you get into your wheelchair today. Just lean forward on me. Okay, good job.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to take a second to process here. And in the meantime, we can just talk briefly about what's going on behind the scenes here. So we are ingesting the raw audio and video from the devices. In this case, it's a browser, could be a phone, even better, could be a cool AI pin. And we kind of go through a two-stage prompting pipeline. The first prompt is just gonna kind of chunk out the different sections of audio and video, and it's gonna categorize it. Which ADL is this activity associated with? Then we take it to an expert prompt, which is going to pull in, this is very cool, it can pull in the big body of knowledge that's already out there, the 1,000-page CMS PDFs, recordings of nursing training sessions, use all of that to then write the right clinical note and kind of categorize it correctly based on all that information that's already available. Let's see if it came back. Uh-oh, not yet.
Okay.
Ah.
I don't know. Do you want to just try it again?
One more time.
Okay.
Go, go.
Mr. Kevin, you want to go back already? I'll get you in your chair.
Okay, we'll take questions while that.
This is a super cool idea. I really love the explainability part. I love the taking like experiential data and structuring it. Really awesome. I was curious, just like with the nature of the activities of daily living, seems like it's probably really easy to like miss some of them as a human, let alone like maybe AI could be better at it or not. I was just curious if you all thought about like the human to AI comparison. And like your stance on how much more complete data you might be able to get in each scenario.
I think you're right that the AI will miss a lot, but today, so I worked at Clipboard Health and we worked with nurses at facilities like this. And one of the biggest complaints we heard all the time was that the nurses just weren't even charting at all. And you can imagine a CNA that has a lot of patients to do in a rotation. You know, they're probably going to remember a pretty small portion of the ADLs that they even did when they sit down to document. So I think you're right, it's definitely not perfect, but could it be better than what a person does already who may not even be remembering everything? I think it's very possible it could be.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, great. Thank you.